Good morning all of you. So our today's topic for video lecture is how to select good quality appropriate journal for publication. So this is a very important lecture for most of the researcher who have written a good research paper and now they want to publish that paper in a reputed journal. So after completion of paper, next question that comes to your mind that what will be the appropriate journal for me where I can publish my paper. So there are a number of questions are there that may arrive in your mind. So one by one we'll discuss all these questions, and suppose that question comes to your mind, then this particular video will be helpful to you. So very first question that comes to my mind is that which journal is appropriate for my paper. So most of the researcher complete their research and after that they are going to write a research paper, and after that they want to publish it. So in order to publish your paper, so which journal is appropriate? Because we know that nowadays n number of thousands and lakhs of journals are available, and there are variety of fields are there. Engineering is there, science is there, management is there, n number of fields are available and n number of journals are available. So you need to find appropriate journal which will match the scope of your research paper. That is important. Means nowadays it's not important to publish your paper in journal, but if you are publishing your paper in an appropriate journal means what? The journal which is related to your field, the journal which is related to your topic. That is what a important thing. So this is what a very important question, that which journal is appropriate for my paper. This is the first question. As I told you, a number of fields are available and number of lakhs of journals are available. So which is the appropriate journal for me? So selecting that is very important thing. Next thing is that how much time required to get a first decision. This is again important question, because most of the time you want that your paper should be published within a 3 month, 4 month, 5 months, and suppose any reputed journal is there, their process is very lengthy process. It takes a lot of time. Means it is not a case that your paper is going to publish within a week, 2 weeks. This is not the case. So if you are targeting a good research journal, then in that case you should be ready for time. But still there is an option. Okay, still there is an option. Few journals are there which give first decision after 1 month. Few journals are there which give your decision after 1.5 month, 2 months, 3 months. So that is going to vary from journal to journal. So this is again important thing. Suppose you need to your requirement is that you need to publish your paper within a 3 month, and you are submitted a paper to a particular journal who is giving you first decision after 4 months. Then in that case you face a lot of problem. That's why it is a very important thing. While submitting paper to any journal, you should know how much time it takes to give a first decision. Okay. Then next thing is how much time required for publication. It is not a case that once you got acceptance of the paper then that's it. No, it again takes a lot of time for publishing that particular manuscript. For manuscript publication that takes a lot of time. So this is again important thing, that you should know how much time required for publishing that particular paper which is accepted by particular journal. So this is again important thing. Now the next thing is that how to check whether particular journal is Scopus index or SCI index. Nowadays everybody wants that their paper is to be published in either in the Scopus journal or SCI journal. So as I told you that lakhs and thousands of journals are available in the market. So what problem arises in that case? See, I will tell you one case, that a particular XYZ journal is there which is listed in the Scopus in the year of 2019. So they are displaying in their website homepage that they are listed in the Scopus. But suppose you want to publish your paper in a 2020, then at that time what is important, you need to check their status in the Scopus list, because that Scopus list is frequently updated. There is a frequency set for which after that that list is updated periodically. So whenever you are submitting your paper to any journal and that journal suppose saying that we are Scopus index, so what is your first duty? You need to check in the Scopus list whether that journal is currently listed in the Scopus list or not, because most of the time it is found that the journal which is listed in the Scopus list last year is discontinued in this year. So in that case you may face a problem. That's why it is important to check whether your journal currently listed in that particular index or not. Then the next thing is whether any cost is required to pay for journal publication. Now one thing is very clear, no journal is there which is giving you free of cost any kind of service, because overall they have, okay, so there are two options are available for a payment. One is a green and second one is a gold, so that I will discuss, don't worry about this. And final question that comes to your mind is that what are the cost options are available. So I just talk about two options, one is a green option and second one is a gold option. So we'll discuss this. Suppose you have any of the question in your mind, then this particular video is helpful to you. So now let's check how to check appropriate journal for your research paper. Now first of all, I am just targeting about elsewhere journal. I am targeting about elsewhere journal. Suppose I wish to publish my paper in any of the elsewhere journal. In elsewhere near about 3000 journals are available. So out of these 3000 journal, which one is suitable for my research paper, that I need to find. So for that purpose you need to visit this particular website, journalfinder.elsewhere.com. So I open this site. So here you can see, here you need to paste the title of your paper. For example, this is a paper which I have already published in one of the journal. So for let's check for that journal which elsewhere journal is beneficial. So that we'll check. So what I need to do, I need to just copy the title. This paper I have already published in a paper, but for the sake of example I am telling you this thing. So I just copy this title of paper. I just copy the title of the paper and paste it here. I'll paste over here. So then next one is abstract. I will paste the abstract over here. So I just copy the abstract from here. I have just copied this abstract and you just paste in this particular text box. After that you need to also copy keywords. What are the keywords available in your paper, that you need to paste it over here. So there are 4 keywords are there, so I just copy it. I just copy this keywords and paste it over here. I just pasted the keywords. Okay. Oh sorry, here I have by mistakenly pasted text also. I need to just paste keywords over here. So I have pasted keywords over here. Now the next thing is that I need to select a field of research. So for example, my field of research is computer science. Okay. So here you need to select the field of research. For example, the field of my research is a computer science, so I'll select over here. Again, suppose you want to select more subfield related to this, then you can also do this. So in this particular site, what I have done, I have just pasted the title of my paper, then I pasted the abstract and keywords. After this, I just click on this button, find journal. As soon as I click on find journal, it will show me a list of journal that is matching to my paper. So here I can see total 50 journals are there which will match my paper, where I can publish my paper. So here filters are there. So first filter is citation score. So they have a measure from 0 to 10. So here you can adjust it. Suppose you want that citation score to be 5 only, 0 to 5, then you can select it. Or you want that citation score to be 0 to 10, so you can keep as it is. This is important thing, time to get a first decision. Okay, this is important factor. I already talked you initially about this. Time to first decision. So here Elsewhere journal consider 0 to 52 week to get a first decision. Suppose I want to publish my paper within 2 months. So in that case I want to have first decision up to 4 weeks. So here I can adjust this. So up to 9 week, then I can adjust it to 4 week. I want to get a decision related to my paper within 6 weeks, up to 6 weeks. So here you can adjust it up to 0 to 52. Then suppose you want a specific impact factor. Suppose you want to publish your paper in the journal which is having an impact factor up to 0 to 7. Okay, up to 0 to 7 you want impact factor. Then time to publication, as here we have seen time to first decision we have selected as a 6 weeks, and time to publish, suppose I want that my paper to be published up to 20 weeks. So there are 13 journals are there. Initially if you observe, total 50 journals are there, but suppose I apply various filter. I have applied a filter for first decision, I applied filter for impact factor, I applied a filter for time to publication. So after this, total 13 journals are there which match my paper. Now this is important thing over here. Here you can see citation score. What is a citation score for that particular journal? So here you can see what are the parameter that has been displayed over here. Citation score 11, impact factor 5.45, acceptance rate. This is again important factor while submitting your research paper. Suppose the acceptance rate of particular journal is very low, then the chances of your paper getting selected in that journal is low. So again, while selecting a journal for submitting your paper, you need to check the acceptance rate. So in this case, for expert system with application, acceptance rate is 13%. Here it can show what is the exact time required to get a first decision. So 5 weeks. Suppose I submit the paper in expert system with application, I will get a first decision after 5 weeks. And after once my paper is accepted, it requires 2 weeks for publication. That means total I required 7 weeks. So this is a Elsewhere journal, and within a 7 week complete process get completed. So this is another journal, computer and electrical engineering. So in this case acceptance rate is only 9%. So obviously suppose I have these two options, I will select expert system. The reason is very simple, that in this case acceptance rate is more. If the acceptance rate is more, obviously the chances of your paper get acceptance is more. I am not talking about the quality. The quality of paper, everybody knows the quality of their own paper, but I am talking in general, that how to increase the possibility of acceptance, increase the possibility of acceptance of paper in a journal. Suppose the acceptance rate is high, obviously there is more possibility, but in this case again time required for first decision 4 weeks, but for publication it requires 8 weeks. So that is going to vary from journal to journal, but here I will get a complete list of journal, but only for Elsewhere. Again another journal is there, computer graphics. So this is the first publication. So within a 1.5 month you can get first decision, means within a 3 week you will get first decision, and after that, after 3 weeks your paper get published. So total if we consider, it required 6 weeks, and obviously its acceptance rate is 28%, so which is more, but its impact factor is somehow low as compared to previous two journals. So that you have to decide what you want. Okay, so everything is possible, but ultimately this will help you while submitting your paper. Means the criteria of every person is different. Somebody wants to publish their paper in a very quick time, somebody wants that means suppose it take a lot of time, then it's okay, but I want to publish my paper in a very good impact factor. So the criteria is different. So in that case expert system is better because its impact factor is better, that is 5.45, but in case of computer and electrical engineering, impact factor is 2.66. In this case impact factor is 1.3. So in this way it will give me a list of journal where my paper can be published. So out of this you need to select it. Suppose and in order to get more details, you just click on this. So here you will get more details about that journal. What are the subject area? This is again important. what are the subject area for this particular journal: computer graphics, computer vision, human computer interaction, signal processing, software and engineering. Suppose you think that your paper is in the field of computer vision, then you can submit your paper to that particular journal. And this is here journal website is given. You just click on that website so that you will redirect to the website of that journal. So here you can see this is a editor chief of that particular journal. Time to first decision, here they have shown 3 to 4 week. Within a 3 to 4 week you are getting first decision. Their impact factor is there, and more details are given over here. Submit your paper, and before submitting it is very important to have guidelines. So here they have given a guide for author. Suppose you have decided to submit your paper in computer graphics, then in that case guide for author, you just click on this view guide for authors online. So you just click on this, and you will get the various option over here. So what is the requirement of the every journal? See, the requirement of every journal is going to vary slightly. Somebody will require manuscript, somebody require cover letter, conflict of interest, declaration, copyright. So a number of things are there. Abstract is there, keyword is there. So that you will come to know once you visit this. And second thing that I'm going to tell you about the fees. What is a charges, what amount of charges that you need to pay for publishing your paper. So initially I talk about there are two options are available, okay, for publishing the paper. Two options are available. So I will tell you what are these two options. Suppose you want to know what are the payment option available for, or what are the costing for publishing a paper, you need to just click on this particular option, supports open access. Once you click on this, initially I talk about two options are available. One is a gold option and second one is a green option. So here you can see, suppose you are selecting gold open access. Gold open access means what? Articles are freely available to both subscriber and wider public with a permitted reuse. And open access publication fees payable means, suppose you choose a gold open access, that means your paper is available for all with free of cost, but author has to pay the fee for publishing that paper. But suppose author don't want to pay the fee, okay, author don't want to pay the fee, then second option is available, green option, where author will not pay the fee for that particular publishing that paper, but that paper is not freely available for download for any particular person. That means the person who is only having subscription to that journal can able to download that paper. So these are two options are available, whether you want to pay for your journal, or you whether you want to pay to publish your paper in that journal or not. So both options are available. So suppose you choose a green option, suppose you will choose a green option. So in that case you have embargo period. So what is that embargo period? Embargo period, here they have mentioned journal has an embargo period of 24 months and 12 months for UK. That means what is the meaning of this embargo period? Embargo period means what? Suppose you have selected a green option. Green option means what? Initially to publish your paper you are not going to pay any kind of fee. So in that case your paper is available only to those subscribers who have subscribed with that particular journal. But after 24 months may be the case that your journal is freely available. So that is the meaning of this embargo period. So 24, generally it is a 24 months period will be there. So these are two options are available in most of the reputed journal. Generally in case of elsewhere, in most of the elsewhere journal you find these two options. One is a gold open access and second one is a green access. So as an author you have to select whether you want your paper to be available free of cost to all, then you should go for gold open access and you have to pay the publication fee for that particular publishing the paper in that journal. And suppose you don't want to pay the fee, you need to select a green option. In that case your paper is not freely available to any person, but it is available to only that person who have subscription with that particular journal. So I hope you understand how to find elsewhere. Means suppose you are interested to publish your paper specifically in elsewhere, so in that case you need to visit this particular site. What is that site? journalfinder.elsewhere.com. So here filters are available, and it ultimately helps you to decide how much time you require, what is the acceptance rate of that particular journal, and what is the time required to publish your paper. So everything you can just check it, and then you can submit your paper to Elsewhere journal. So this I talk about specially for Elsewhere journal. But suppose you are targeting other journal, means not only Elsewhere journal, but you are also targeting various other journals. So in that case you need to visit another site, that is mjl.clarivate.com. This is another website. This is a website of a Web of Science. So MJL is a master journal list. So this is what a database available, and Miss Web of Science maintaining a database of all the journals. So in this case, suppose you visit this particular site, two options are available. One is searching a journal, means you want to check whether given journal is SCI index or not. So that I will tell you how to check whether given journal is in the Scopus list or is it in the SCI list, so that you can check. First of all, I am just targeting how to find a journal. Then I will tell you in the second part how to check whether your paper is Scopus index or whether it is a it is indexed in SCI or not. So suppose first of all my intention is I need to find a appropriate journal where I can publish my paper. So for that purpose, what you need to do, you need to create a login in that particular website. Once you create a login, you need to just click on match manuscript. So in that case the procedure is same. Here again you need to just paste the title of your paper and the abstract. So I just copy the title of the paper and paste it over here. So I just pasted the title of the paper, and then I will just copy the abstract of my paper. I will just copy the abstract of my paper and paste it over here. Okay, so I have pasted the abstract, and now I just want to click on find journals. So once I click on find journals, it will give me a list of, so it has shown me total 39 journals are there. But what is the difference between finding a journal on mjlclarivate.com and finding a journal on Elsewhere? In the Elsewhere, you observe that you are getting the list of journal in Elsewhere only. But in case of Web of Science, as Web of Science maintaining the database, that is a master journal list is there, so it can give option of not only Elsewhere, but it can provide option of other journal also. So here you can see there are total 39 journals are there where I can publish this particular paper. So they will display, first the name is censor, so publisher name is there, their ISSN is there, Web of Science is there, so it is a SCI expanded. In case of this, you want to know that there are various categories are there. Okay, there are various accesses are there that I will show you. Don't worry about this. Various accesses are there. So this is a SCI expanded. There is a emerging SCI is also there. So later on we'll discuss about this. But here I want to tell you that here it will display publisher, ISN, what type of indexing it is. Then additional Web of Science indexes is there, and it will show the mass score. What is a mass score? So 0.66. So how it works? It has shown detail means it will just consider the few keywords from that abstract, and then it assign the value, and this total addition is average of all this is 0.66. So this is what a mass score. That means the paper abstract which I copied and pasted over here, so this journal censor is matching to that. So in that case, what you need to do in this case, either you want to share this journal or with any other site or anybody, you can share it, or you can just click on view profile page, so that you will get the more details about that journal. So the journal name is censor, so about that journal information is there. So general information will be there. This journal was first published in the year of 2001. So issues per year, so they are going to publish 24 issues per year. This is again important factor. What is the frequency of publication for particular journal? Suppose you want to publish your paper in very quick time, and you have selected a journal whose frequency is only one journal, they publish only one issue in a complete year, so in that case the possibility of publishing your paper is very low. That's why you need to select it is totally depend on author, what they want, how much time that they have. I know that everybody wants to publish their paper as early as possible, so this is another important factor, how many issues are there that they are going to publish in 1 year. So they are going to publish 24 issues in a year. Primary language is English, so editorial board is there, so visit the site, they also mention the site, publisher site is there, editorial board site is there, frequency is there, country, this particular journal is basically belongs to a country of Switzerland, aim and scope is there, instruction for author, or article, date of issue, full template, PDF, HTML, XML. So all this information will be available, and here you can find similar journal also. So in this case science SCI index is there, science citation index expanded is there. So suppose you want to find similar kind of journal, you just click on here, so that is also available. So suppose you want to visit the website of that particular journal, you just click on that particular link, visit site, so that it will bring to me website of Censor. The name of the journal is Censor. So here I will get the more details of it. So what is the difference in searching your journal in Elsewhere and searching your journal in Clarivate.com? The basic difference is that in case of Elsewhere you will get only Elsewhere journal, and in case of Clarivate.com, as it is a global index, you will get a journal from various publisher, not only Elsewhere but Springer and others. So here I will show you, don't worry about this, here I just told you this. So this is a Censor journal, publisher is MDPI, then this is IEEE journal also there. So if you observe that in case of Elsewhere you are only getting the journal of Elsewhere, but here you are getting multiple journal. So IEEE Access is there, this is a journal, Springer journal is there, then this is a Science and Information Sci organization is there. That means I suggest you to search your title and abstract in this Clarivate.com. But suppose you are intent to publish your paper only in Elsewhere, then you should go for this journal finders, journalfinder.elsewhere.com. But suppose you are targeting not only Elsewhere but other journal, then you should go here and you just search it, so that you can able to select appropriate journal for this. So I hope you understand what are the factors which are important to consider while publishing your paper. So again I just summarize the thing that we have discussed. So very important factor is how much time it required to publish my paper, what is the impact factor, what is a when I will get a first decision, what kind of cost I need to pay, what is a publication fee that I need to pay, how many issues are there that will be published by this journal. So these are various important factors through which you can decide in which particular journal you have to submit your paper. So I hope you understand how to select a appropriate journal. Now in the next video I will tell you how to check whether your journal is Scopus index or not, and whether your journal is listed in the SCI index or not. So here we'll stop and we'll discuss all this thing in the next lecture. Thank you.